All right. So today we're going to look at, let me stop sharing. So today we're going to look at how, LLMs can be used to create what is called, it's called vibe coding or creating software for one. So, there are a lot of instances where, for instance, if you think of the traditional way software is developed, it's okay, there's a, startup or a company that does develop software. So they have their own have their own user studies, and they decide, okay, this is usually what a problem needs to be solved, and they create a software for it. But many times there might be cases where there are instances of software that are not necessarily helpful for me because they're not customized for my use case. Or there might be cases where I just need something that is like, I have a use case now that I want to use and develop some software for, things like that. And that is the use case now that LLMs have been able to solve. So, you can create this sort of, it's currently very limited, but again, all of this course is about trying to think in the future and look at what it is today and look at what will be 5 years from now, or have an idea, so we're prepared for it. So let me show you a couple of examples of this type of software that I'm trying to develop for myself for my own use cases, either personally or in my research. So and the most helpful tool that I use for this is Claude. So Claude is like really good at developing and deploying these sorts of what are called artifacts, right? Like, so you can just prompt it and it'll generate this sort of a thing for you. Right? So basically here, okay, the context is there is this, everyone watches YouTube, and you want to know, how your YouTube watching habits are, and when you watch videos, what are the top videos you watch, whatever things, like I'm curious about it. Like, how is my YouTube watching history? How much time am I spending on it? Um, and things like that. So let me just so I basically wanted to create some dashboard where I can upload my YouTube watch history, and I get something out of this, right? Like which is the actual usage data. So for instance, let me just show you how it works. So if you go here and upload a file here, so it'll tell me, okay, I've watched 16 videos, and in this date range, and these are the top 5 channels I watched videos from, and this is my usage. Mostly watch videos on Monday. Again, like this is a very sample file, only 16 videos. In general, real YouTube consumption will be much bigger. So let me check. So for instance, this one is slightly bigger. Right, like, so this is a real use case. So this is 10,000 videos, and so you can clearly see, like, okay, these are helpful. Like, these are the 5 top channels, and usually I'm watching lots more videos on Saturdays and Sundays, and also on Wednesday equally, surprisingly, and so on. I mean, this is not my history, but okay, so I could create this sort of thing that really just is, it doesn't, I mean, I've not written a single line of code. Basically, what I did is I uploaded a sample file. I want to analyze my YouTube browsing history and get insights, how I watch videos, how many videos, and so on. And so I just gave it a bunch of features that I want. So I said, okay, number of videos, date range, top 5 channels, videos per day, and videos per hour, how I watch during the day. And now it gave me this sort of software which I can then publish, and then I can have like an independent website like this that I can share. And the good thing about this is, your data remains on your device. It's not sent to any server. So basically, everything is being processed locally. So if you follow these steps and go to this website, and you can view your own thing. So this is again, like, took me 10 minutes to do it, and is something that potentially others can use it for. This is a very basic, naive use case, but there might be other use cases that could be very helpful. Right, so this is one example. Let me show you another example, which is slightly more complicated. So basically, what I wanted to do here was create a Chrome extension that will help me export comments on my YouTube videos into a text file. Let's say, I'm a creator of I have a YouTube channel and I want to analyze, the types of comments I'm getting. And let's say, YouTube already has a creator dashboard that will show you all sorts of things, but maybe some of these are missing or something like that. Again, like what I just said is, so give me, and this works even not for a creator, but for anyone. Like, so if I wanna know, like for instance, okay, I can go to, I'll show you the output of this. So I'll go here, I'll go to Jimmy Kimmel, for instance, right? And I'll just check, like, so for instance, this video, this is very recent, like just today, 10 hours ago. This has like 2,500 comments, right? So basically, what I can do is I can load up a bunch of comments. So the outcome looks like this, the output. So I loaded a bunch of comments, probably a few hundred, right? And then I go here in my extensions. I click on this extension. So this is basically, I updated this later, but what this does is it says, okay, I've analyzed 200 comments and 15 of those have abusive words. So apparently, like 10% of the comments that this guy is getting are abusive. And a lot of them are like, okay, Jimmy, thank you. There are lots about Trump. And so on, right? You can also quickly get a sense of like the most common words. And again, is this useful? Probably not very useful for everyone or for maybe no one. But for me, like, I want to quickly get a sense of, okay, what are these comments about? How much, abusive comments are there? Okay, 10%, that seems like a lot. Uh, for this sort of very basic thing. Like, and then, I can quickly go and check. Like, so for instance, okay, there is, let's say, Key and Peele, right? Like, so this is a very comedy type of thing. So this should, has like 10,000 comments, but my assumption is it should not have so many abusive comments because this is like non-partisan, it's not about Trump or any of that stuff. So let me just load up a bunch of videos and then we'll see. So basically, again, because it's simple software, you have to load up the comments yourself. Again, you can ask it, hey, I don't want to scroll down and load up all the comments. Just scroll it down yourself, and I think it can do that too. So okay, then okay, come back here. So analyze comments. So I loaded 480, and out of them again, wow, man, like this is 50 of them seem to be uh, about abusive, and probably, yeah, this is a special video. I think this is about gay marriage. So maybe that's the reason why, again, like more than 10% are hateful. So yeah, this is gay marriage stuff. It's a comedy, but okay, people may be um, yeah, people may be abusive on this. But anyway, so this is the output, right? Like, so let's see how I did it, right? Like, I just asked for this, and it gave me, okay, this is how you do it. So it gave me code for, okay, this is one file, two file, a second file, third file. How do you use this extension? So basically, again, creating an extension and deploying it myself, that would have taken me days of work. But this I did in like 15 minutes or so, right? Like, and basically how I did it, okay, it gave me these three files and told me, okay, create an extension, let's say call it this one, and then save these in these different files. So this is called popup.html, this is called popup.js, this is called manifest.json. Create these three files, put them in that folder. Then you can create these icons that are optional, then go to Chrome and put this, right? Like, so I did this, and then you enable developer mode, and it's basically like very, very simple. Like, so then you just say load the extension, load that folder, and that's it. Like, it should work. So basically, okay, it gives me some errors, and I iterated on this a bit, like, so 4 or 5 times. And then I said, okay, yeah, I got frustrated here a bit here. Yeah, so it still was not working for a while. And then, this is all just conversational, right? Then, I said, okay, I just add a feature that tells me how many times these people posted something that is abusive. Don't show me the comments, but just tell me how many times. Because, okay, obviously, I don't want to see abusive comments. But so basically, then got content from here, the list of abusive words, and then updated the code, and that is how it works, and it really works, right? So that's That's amazing. So this is another example of like creating, some software. Again, is this particular thing useful for you? Probably not. But creating a software like this, which I might use maybe once, even then, like 10 minutes of effort is very helpful. Maybe there are certain things that I keep using all the time or that I can share with my friends and they can use it. And it's only a very, very niche kind of thing or whatever. Like, at least this sort of vibe coded software is now a thing. A lot of the times, like you can see, I spent maybe 20 minutes debugging and getting this. I never wrote a single line of code. I don't know what this thing, how this actually works, or any of this stuff. But yeah, it works. If it works, it works. Kind of thing. So yeah, that's a few examples of creating software with the help of Claude. And now OpenAI also has this functionality. Even Gemini has this functionality. Like Gemini has created something for me here, things like that. So these should be quite common and much more widely available future in the future.